I started a YouTube channel from my home here in New Zealand. At first I didn't have a real purpose apart from wanting to connect with people, to grow my world. To my surprise, I ended up filming 15 videos in Japanese, a language I hadn't spoken for 26 years. This is what it sounds like now. アメリカとイランの大統領戦いを終わりにする書類にサイン。アメリカとイランのwhat did it say before? 戦いが終わりそうです。In this video, I want to share what recording videos in Japanese does to your fluency and what a decades-long gap in a second language is like. But first, this is me, Fukui, 1997. 6 months into living in Japan, teaching at a Japanese university, living in Fukui, a city that most foreigners wouldn't have heard of. And somewhere around that 6-month mark of being in Japan, it clicked. My Japanese felt fluent. I felt alive. I stayed in Japan until 2000. It was a world I loved and I thrived in. I passed the JLPT N2. I was working there, I had friends, and everything was great. Then the decade-long language learning journey stopped. I came back to New Zealand. That was 26 years ago. And here's the thing about those 26 years, I did not pause Japanese. I stopped speaking it altogether. My daily life became English and my thinking became English. So why did I start a YouTube channel? Honestly, 2 reasons. The first, connection. I wanted to find my community, find my people, make friends. Then there was a full circle moment where everything changed. My daughter decided to go on an exchange trip to Japan this year, and it reminded me of my time in Japan. So I went into the cupboards and found all of these photographs and souvenirs. I've still got my Peko-chan dolls. Some are on the wall behind me in the corner, some are in my room. You'll see in my videos behind me I have this scroll that my friend's father painted. Looking through all these things just stopped me in my tracks. I remembered what it was like being in places like this. This is Mikuni, or the Tojimbo cliffs right beside Mikuni. And I wanted that feeling back. Not just the feeling of being in Japan and living there, but at least the feeling of speaking Japanese, the way my brain was alive, and I felt so happy. And that's when I pivoted to starting to film videos in Japanese. I wanted to actually use the language, not study it again, use it. And filming yourself is one way to force that. The second reason is a little more personal. I live in New Zealand. I don't have any Japanese friends here, and I miss that connection. So back to the 15 videos. When I turn on the camera and I'm speaking Japanese to you, what you're seeing is not a natural flow of language. What you see on screen is actually stitched together. Sentences that I've said, and sometimes 7 times, 10 times, 20 times, especially in the beginning, it was really hard for me to wake up my brain and get the Japanese moving again inside. So I take all these fragments and I stitch them together until it kind of looks okay, and that's what you get. It looks like I'm speaking Japanese, flowing through sentences, but actually that's built. It's not fluency what you're watching. And that's important because I wouldn't want you to watch a YouTube video and see someone speaking another language, especially a language that you want to speak, and feel that that equals fluency, because it doesn't always. What you're seeing is the final version of something. And the foundation of that was 10 years of study, many years living in Japan, practicing Japanese daily, living it. The core was really strong. I felt fluent, I had lifelong friends. Daily life felt easy and fun. Then layer a 26-year gap. What does it feel like now? Well, speaking is still slow, and there are now specific sounds that really trip me up badly, and one is tsu. I can say it just now, okay, but when I have prepared something to talk to you about in Japanese, often I'll use the word tsuzukeru, to continue. And I tell you, anytime I see a word like that written down, my brain stops. My mouth won't let me articulate it. It's the strangest feeling. Fluency after a 26-year gap, for me, that feels like reading fairly well, not remembering many kanji at all. Speaking off the cuff is broken. And yeah, that's probably the best way I can describe it. I'm not yet thinking in Japanese, so therefore speaking in Japanese is not easy at all. And that's where filming videos in Japanese on YouTube is so good. I can practice as many times as I like, and it's really good for me. And not only that, people watch and many people make comments, and I'm connecting with people who have an interest in Japanese or hearing from Japanese people as well. And I'm making all these connections and friendships and having all these interesting conversations and learning so much. I feel like my world has truly grown. I watched a video this week by a guy, he's Dutch, his channel is called Bunske, and he said something that stayed with me. He's been studying Japanese for 20 years, and he said, if you take a break from studying your second language, it's fine. He said, if it's important, the things that you forgot, you'll meet again. And I thought, yeah, after a 26-year break, if I meet the language again in some ways, my fluency will start to build again. It just won't be on a schedule this time, and it won't be in the order that I'm studying. I'm not remembering everything yet, but it is there somewhere. After filming 15 videos, something has shifted. That time is getting shorter. There are less retakes. I'm able to say longer sentences, and I'm less speaking in parts. Like the little pieces feel like they're joining together in my mind. Sometimes if I quiet my mind, like if I'm on a walk or I'm outside hanging out the washing, I can create space to think in Japanese just for a few moments. But as soon as I get distracted, poof, it disappears. It's kind of like a dream. I really want to get back to feeling like this. もしあなたも日本語を勉強していたなら、また昔勉強して忘れてしまったなら、コメントで教えてください。あなたの話を聞きたいです。また次のビデオで会いましょうね。